Good morning. We're back at it today. It's the 9th of November. I shot a nice buck last night, mainframe 8-pointer, I believe. Anyway, I hit him kind of far back, so we let him go overnight. It's been at least 14 hours since the shot. So we're gonna go take the trail back up. Actually, I didn't go pick up an arrow or anything last night. I seen where it hit him. He stood up on the railroad tracks for at least 10 minutes. I looked back at the footage, confirmed what I thought I saw, which was a hole right about the last rib. So not the ideal situation, but it happens, unfortunately. So we'll go see if we can find him and see what kind of blood trail we got, and we'll get back to you in a little while. So this is where he come. We're pouring back in here. Come out here. Got broadside in this opening right here. This is my arrow. Nocturnal's still glowing on it. We've got crows coming overhead, but I think they're coming from a ways off. I don't know. There's a lot of. Look at all those crows. Anyway. Looks like we got a good spray of blood where I went through it. That arrow's coated. Do have some white hair on there. It doesn't smell like guts. Exactly. But I'm no bloodhound. So after I shot him, he charged in there and went up the tracks. So I guess we'll go in there and see what kind of blood we got. I know he ended up coming back out, crossing in there. I could just cut the trail off, but I'd rather see what kind of blood we got from this shot and what kind of blood we got up there on the rocks. This is on my second shot. Here's the hair. I skipped off the bottom of him. I thought it was low. But I don't. There's an arrow right there. Definitely guard hair. It broke the knock. It's still glowing though. 14 hours later. This one was a little different flavor. This wasn't a nocturnal. This was a Carbon Express version. Yeah, not much blood on that. I think it just grazed the bottom of him. We got a blood trail to follow, so we'll get following it. Hey, love, what did you find?
I found your deer over there.
She was leading our track.
Yeah, I did.
Let's go check it out.
Either way.
He done got himself all tangled in a mess down in here. Hi, Buster. Boy, you are all broken up from fighting. I had no idea. The end of his main beam's busted. And that fork that he used to have on his left side's busted. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. The hole's right there where... That's not a bad shot. But man, he sure didn't bleed very good. He did it first.
There's lots of blood around here.
There is here, yeah. You're all tangled in it, buddy. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to put the camera down so I can get him out. Yeah. There you go. Happy to be here.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Miller. That's a nice one.
Thank you, ma'am.
First deer in our freezer.
Yeah, this year.
For this year, anyway. Nice.
Yeah, we can definitely smell a little bit of...
He's a little stinky.
A little bit of yuck yuck.
I think he forgot to wipe.
Yeehaw. Well, we'll get the dirty deeds done. They won't be dirt cheap, though. And we'll get him drug out to the road there, because we're closer to that than we are to our house. Yeah, he busted that right off, boy. He had another little bit on there. Not the biggest buck I've shot, but he sure is a pretty one.
Yeah.
He come in there like he owned a joint, man. You can see where he's been rubbing on the cedar and everything here. He's a freaking cool dude. Briars on him. Darn cockleburrs.
It's a bath.
That's when you know you need to wear warmer undershorts. When you're cockleburrs. Well, y'all, thanks for joining us on this adventure. Gonna cut it off here for now because you don't need to see us opening him up. Well, it all worked out today. We let him go about 14 hours overnight because I thought my shot was back here. It ends up, it came out right here. The entry was back. He was quartering away. He probably went 300 yards. And we got to the point where it was just kind of drops of blood here and there. He's broken off the end of his main beam and a little bit of this tine here. And his G1 where it split in the back used to come up about that high according to our trail cam photos. So he busted that off. He's been fighting. And before I shot him, there was two other bucks fighting right underneath my stand. There was a 6-point that's kind of tall and an 8-pointer. They were both 2.5-year-olds, and they were getting after it. Got some footage of that you may have already seen here on this video. But yeah, he heard them and he made a rub on the side of a corn stalk, and then he pawed the ground and made a scrape right there and marked his territory. And then he just come charging in like he was the big dog around. So I don't know if he's the local bully or what, but he was definitely going to have a piece of one of them. And then the little 8-pointer did a snort wheeze at him, and that was kind of a mistake because once he saw this guy, I think he just heard another deer. But then he seen this guy and all of his hair went down, and this guy was bristled up. When he walked in, he just looked like a bull. Just madder than heck. And he stopped for a little, well, he didn't really stop, he was just walking slow, and then he turned, started to go in the tree line, and I had to get on him pretty quick and get the shot off. So I rushed it a little bit, kind of screwed up, but it worked out. Starting to sweat it a little bit this morning. We'd looked for about an hour, found only one place where he'd bedded down, and he bled quite a bit there. And then we found another place he must have stood for quite a while, and he bled quite a bit there too. But then it got to where it was just drops, like every 10 feet. And then we got down to pinhead drops, so we're on our hands and knees. And then we went another 30 yards and it started getting a little better and a little better. And I didn't see it, and then I didn't see the blood, and then Darcy's like, oh, I see some up there. So she took point and started going along, and my wife actually found it. So thank you very much, dear. And now we got to get one for her and one for Alan, and we'll We'll see what Savannah's gonna do this year, but yeah, the end of the story turned out well for us anyway. Not so much for this fella. We'll see you next time on Enlightened Outdoors. Thanks for watching, and man, God is good all the time. See ya.